Good evening, and a very warm welcome to all the centers and collaborators. Wonderful to see everyone. Please, would be very happy if you switched on your videos so that everyone can see you. We can see Taradi, who's here, and several others, the Lagra Center, and all of you. Welcome to the first anniversary celebrations of the Sri Aurobindo Education Network. As you know, we started SAIEN as an offering to Sri Aurobindo and a homage to him on the 150th birth anniversary. The anniversary year completes itself on the 15th of August this year. And it was an aspiration that came from some centers, major centers that got together to somehow knit together in collaboration, harmony, solidarity, and unity, to bring together the various centers all over the world together on one common platform as an invocation and a meditation to the Lord. Today, on the occasion of the first anniversary, I'd like to begin with a reading by Jumurdi, because when I asked her on the significance of the 150th anniversary and the year, she said these lines from Savitri say it all. So we will begin with that invocation and reading, followed by an 8-minute meditation and aspiration that we can all join in together. After that, as you know, that we'd asked all the centers and individuals to give a message of what this 1 year, what they felt, each of you, on the significance of the 150th year. And we will play those short videos and messages and reflections of the 150th year. And then we shall continue with a wonderful new creation of the website that will be shown, and the evolution of SAIEN to what it is today, ending with an open sharing by any of you on your own deepest aspiration and reflection of the 150th. So we can start with the invocation now.
Someone came, infinite and absolute, a being of wisdom, power, and delight. Even as a mother draws her child to her arms, took to her breast nature and world and soul. Abolishing the signless emptiness, breaking the vacancy and voiceless hush, piercing the limitless unknowable into the liberty of the motionless depths, a beautiful and felicitous luster stole, the power, the light, the bliss no word can speak, imaged itself in a surprising beam and built a golden passage to his heart, touching through him all longing sentient things.
भद्रं बाहुभिः साधयामः ॐ रसो वै सः
नमस्तेस्तु महारौद्रे महाघोरपराक्रमे महाबले महोत्साहे महाभयविनाशिनि त्राहि मां देवी दुष्प्रेक्ष्ये शत्रुणां भयवर्धिनि सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वस्ये सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयव्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमस्तुते ॐ यस्मिन् सर्वे यतः सर्वे यः सर्वः सर्वतश्च यश्च सर्वमयो देवस्तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः देवस्तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः
तामुपेहि शरणं परमेश्वरि तामुपेहि शरणं परमेश्वरि तामुपेहि शरणं परमेश्वरि सर्वरूपमयी मीरा सर्वं मीरामयं जगत् ॐ गुरुभ्य नमः ॐ देवेभ्य नमः ॐ मीरा श्री मीरायै नमः
नित्यं मीरा मीराक्षरद्वयम् स्मरन् नित्यं मीरा मीराक्षरद्वयम् स्मरन् नित्यं मीरा मीराक्षरद्वयम्
मीरा श्री मीरा मीरायै नमः श्रीमीरायै नमः
We will now play the messages that were sent to us on the significance and reflections of the 150th year. Most of you are present, but it's always good to have it recorded so that there are no audio glitches.
In this year of Sri Aurobindo's 150th birth anniversary, we are especially grateful to Sri Aurobindo and the Mother for consciously participating in their work, and very happy for the opportunity to collaborate.
The most significant event this year in our center was the explorations of Savitri, which allowed us to dive deeper into the understanding of this profound poem, of this profound message by Sri Aurobindo. As the Mother says, Savitri is the mantra for the transformation of the world. And studying it, looking at it from different perspectives of integral knowledge, gives us a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of Savitri. Thank you.
Namaste and greetings from Aurobindo Center, UK. When I first presented Aurobindo Center on the SAIEN platform back in August 22, I had said that Aurobindo Center is a place of aspiration to rise to a high consciousness to harmonize all contraries. We felt this harmony and this greater consciousness during all the events organized at Aurobindo Center in celebration of Sri Aurobindo's 150th birth anniversary. And this was most felt when Aurobindo Center united with centers in Italy and Kenya for a joint meditation on an online platform. During this meditation, there was a sense of harmony and an experience of union. For Aurobindo Center, this was the most poignant moment in this special year. Jai Ma.
This is addressed to all my colleagues and friends in different organizations which are working for Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. During this period of 150th year celebrations, we have all had our own experiences and all have been deeply affected by her grace. As far as I am concerned, and I speak on behalf of Sri Aurobindo Society, the 150th year has brought about a sense of unity and cohesiveness amongst the institutions which have been working for her. We have all been doing our bit, but for the first time we have realized as to how much and how deeply each other is working. One deep feeling that I have personally felt during the period is that her inevitable victory, and a feeling of elation that it has produced in me personally as a worker of the Mother. Thank you.
Hello. I was not lucky enough to meet Sri Aurobindo in his physical body, at least in this birth. But I was fortunate to be able to start, if you call it my work, my association with Sri Aurobindo's work, when it was his centenary. It was his centenary celebrations where I started physically and otherwise working for him and the Mother. It was a euphoric feeling at that time because the ashram had always been, and Sri Aurobindo himself and the sadhaks, the mother, very reclusive, very far removed from the publicity that draws our attention all the time. In the centenary, during the centenary, Mother said that people of India need to know about Sri Aurobindo. And there was this huge drive all into Bengal's villages, suburbs, towns, where people were intimated about Sri Aurobindo, the meaning and significance of his life. It was a big thing outwardly. When the 150th came, on the other hand, it was the aftermath of COVID. People were still withdrawn, people were inside. The work that began for Sri Aurobindo's 150th began in silence. That was a huge difference, and I think although it's not the right thing to say, but during COVID, some people at least, had the opportunity to withdraw into themselves, to reflect, to introspect, to contemplate, and to be one with the Mother and Sri Aurobindo in the silence of their own being. For me, that is the most important takeaway from Sri Aurobindo's 150th birth anniversary celebrations.
Hello everyone, I'm Dhwanil Trivedi from Sri Aurobindo Study Circle, Melbourne, Australia. I would like to share two significant experiences which we have had during Sri Aurobindo's 150th birth anniversary year. Melbourne as well as Sydney was blessed to receive the cotton from the mother's pillow from Sri Aurobindo Ashram, Pondicherry. So that cotton arrived for us for the darshan at just before the 15th August. Also, Melbourne Study Circle was blessed to have Sri Aurobindo's dhoti coming all the way from Sydney, offered by one of the devotees for the satsang, and we had that just for the puja for one day. The second experience was during my travels to India. I was fortunate to meet one of the mutual friends who had many items from the collections of Sri Aurobindo archives, and she handed one of the book to me, which was actually physically signed by Lord himself. And that book had come to Melbourne on 31st of December, just before the New Year. So I feel both the experiences, and there are also of course many other experiences, but these were the most significant experiences which we were blessed during Lord's sesquicentenary year. Thank you.
Namaste. The one experience or feeling which I had during the 150th year of Sri Aurobindo's birth anniversary is that although being a student of Sri Aurobindo's philosophy for the past 20 years, this special occasion gave me the opportunity to read and reread his major works, keeping in mind their relevance in today's time. And I realized once again, especially after studying his synthesis of yoga, the human cycle, and his letters, that it is in the works of Sri Aurobindo that we can find all the solutions to the problems which we face in our day-to-day life. Be it a long struggle with depression, complications in relationships, stress management, anger management, management of the vices, just name a problem and Sri Aurobindo is there to help you with his most practical solutions. Truly, he doesn't belong to the past. He belongs to the present and to the future. This is the uniqueness of Sri Aurobindo.
My name is Varsha Vora from NAIROBI Center. Sri Aurobindo writes in his epic poem, "All can be done if the God touch is there." And this is exactly what we all experienced on 28th of January 2023 when we organized a program to celebrate Sri Aurobindo's 150th anniversary, birth anniversary, and the 75th anniversary of India's independence. Just a handful of members, and with the sheer determination and aspiration of the cultural secretary, The singers, dancers, musicians, all were organized, narrators were organized, and the fiery words of Sri Aurobindo and the weather on India were reverberating in the hall on that musical night, and all went in a beautiful way, the magical evening that it was, and waves of exhilaration and comradeship were there, shared by all of us, and the event was watched by live stream of devotees.
The 150th birth anniversary of Sri Aurobindo really brought about a beautiful energy of collective aspiration, of a collective yajna, of really collectively together, really surpassing ourselves. I feel what we managed to, as a collective soul, accomplish in the year leading up to Sri Aurobindo's 150th anniversary was extremely super extraordinary. It gave us a glimpse of what it feels like to really live our true and full potential as a collective. In the context of Purnam, we were able to offer 150 paintings in the year of Sri Aurobindo's 150th anniversary. And now when I look back at it, I really feel what an extraordinary feat, and how on earth we were able to do something so extraordinary in such a short period of time. And then I know there was an atmosphere of a greater force that was pushing us to really surpass our limits and for us to taste what it feels like to live our full potential.
Namaste from the Institute of Human Study, Hyderabad. To celebrate the 150th birth anniversary of Sri Aurobindo is a blessing and a lifetime privilege. VIPs such as Madam Tamilisai, Governor of Telangana, and former Vice President Sri Venkaiah Naidu inaugurated Celebration Sri Aurobindo in August 2021. Other dignitaries graced our many events through 2022. As a team, we felt spiritually energized to be constantly engaged in thinking of how to spread the vision of Sri Aurobindo amongst the youth and people of Telangana, and succeeded to distribute over 15,000 booklets and connected to many organizations. We constantly experience the guidance, presence of the Mother at every step of the way. It was an experience of traveling on a crest of a wave of her grace.
I'm Fabrice Dini from Switzerland. So for me, the highlight of the year has been the publishing and the releasing of this book on integral education in French. So for the first time, a national system of education translated by Christophe from the ashram has been released, and now it is available in France and Switzerland for parents, for teachers, for school directors who want to get inspired by integral education. So it's a compilation of texts from Sri Aurobindo and Mother. So yeah, very, very happy that this happened. It's like a dream come true.
Dear friends, Namaste. On this 150th birth anniversary of Sri Aurobindo, we are all convinced that to bring any kind of change, we have to turn to education to see the results. And for this, the key is to Sri Aurobindo's and the Mother's vision of integral education and the free progress system. We at Sri Aurobindo Ashram Delhi branch, through Mirambika Free Progress System, have been trying to do this for the last 40 years, but have succeeded only with a handful of teachers every year. It is now time that more teacher educators join us, and we are able to create more teachers who will live this life and work for this vision. I welcome you all to come and join us and help in this great work. Welcome.
Namaste. On this, the 150th birth anniversary of our Master, all I can say is thank you. Our great Sri Aurobindo, thank you so much for the deep dedication to the divine, for embodying, for being the manifestation of that consciousness on our material world, and for inspiring us and so many others. Amongst other things, this book, Savitri, which is my pillar, I started reading it when I was 14 years old, every single night before I go to bed. So this marks my 50th anniversary of reading Savitri, and it is beyond comprehension, and I recommend it to everyone. It is a mantra in English, never come before, and it is a great boon to all of humankind. The mother said he has crammed the cosmos into a single book. Let us all read Savitri and be grateful for our Master. Namaste.
Om Namo Bhagavate. O Sri Aurobindo, o Dushmer. La nascita di Sri Aurobindo è la nascita della grazia divina nel mondo materiale. Insieme a Meher hanno collegato il basso con l'alto, il fuori col dentro, così che l'uomo possa crescere con la minima difficoltà e divenga sempre più cosciente della vivente unità che ci costituisce. Noi siamo Lui. Lui discende o risale in noi attraverso la scala dei mondi. Per questo occorre armonia, bellezza, amore, ordine attraverso il yoga. L'uomo deve unire ciò che è diviso in lui attraverso la perfezione di sé, cioè la realizzazione della più alta conoscenza, amore, potere e ananda. Solo così si avrà l'uomo divino. Solo così la supermente potrà esercitare il suo pieno influsso. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Aurobindo.
Thank you for this wonderful sharing. If there is anyone who would like to say anything and share who hasn't done so, please feel free to put up your hands. Okay. So, Anuradha, may I ask you to take us through the website, just a word about it. You know, when SAIEN began, we were not very clear what SAIEN was going to do. We knew we needed to come together, and we felt the need of a fraternity, a collaboration, a sense of sharing and of getting to know each other, our centers, our work, and to see who the various children of the mother are all over the world. But we were not very sure what else we were to do. And over the year, we tried to launch some programs called the SAIEN programs and courses, and felt as we started doing that perhaps the most important or the most essential service that SAIEN can offer would be to create a platform or a website which could pool our resources and our work on one platform to be shared by all. So today we have a website design which is very innovative and creative. And we invite you to take this journey into this website to see how each of you could actually contribute and showcase your work, your efforts, your aspiration, and how we could pool together the different things that we have done, whether it's in art, culture, music, painting, knowledge, courses, meditations, and so on. So I will ask Anuradha to take us through the website. But it seems that today SAIEN has come to a point where we have created this wonderful worldwide network. And now the next step is to create this wonderful Oro network, Oroverse, this multiverse online, where it can become dynamic and can be a place where we can go and see and share and listen to each other. Anuradha, would you like to take us through it?
I hope it is visible.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the home page with the kind of an immersive menu where if you click on any of these, library, media, meditation and study groups, conferences and webinars, art and music, courses, you will enter into a space where the resources from different centers will be displayed. The website is still in the making. It is 90% there, but we still need to sort out a few things. And it will be possible to sort them, look for the resources. We want various languages. We invite you to send in whichever language you have, and we will include that so that it is accessible to all kinds of people from all parts of the world. And as resources come in, we will categorize them and put them in the right place. So in library, and you can sort, you can look at the audios, you can look at the videos, and it can play right here. The links are drawn from the various centers. Nothing is sitting itself on this website. It will lead to your links only, your hyperlinks. So these are meditations and study groups, and people can, whatever they're interested in, and they can click and it will take them to the center that is offering it, and they will be able to connect with that center. Similarly, courses. So here we have combined art and music because we don't want to keep too many categories. So we have tried combining things, and the information comes up, and when you click, it will take you to the actual music or actual video. So here again, the YouTube videos. And the top menu is what was there on the earlier website, which is right now active, which is more about SAIEN and it's how it came about, what is the endeavor. Then there is a whole section on the collaborators. And here also you can sort, you can enter the collaborator's name, you can sort country-wise, you can search. So if we click on any, it will take you to the website of that collaborator. The blog connects directly to the blog that we have started, which again, I invite you to follow and send articles for. Events are, SAIEN events are listed. We have had 4 or 5 events, and today's event will be listed here also. Announcements is another interesting section, which we hope will grow, and where whatever you want to announce as an upcoming event will be announced here, and people can explore, and it will take again to the originating center, and they will connect with that. So, and this is of course the information. Miriam wanted to read a quote.
Miriam, would you like to read a quotation? Please start.
Thank you. This has been a very beautiful morning here in America. Thank you very much. I'm speaking from the East Coast, and I'd like to just read a short quote from the mother on herself. She starts, I shall relate an experience of mine when I first met Sri Aurobindo in Pondicherry. I was in deep concentration, seeing things in the supermind, things that were to be, but were somehow not manifesting. I told Sri Aurobindo what I had seen and asked him if they would manifest. He simply said yes. And immediately I saw that the supermental had touched the earth and was beginning to be realized. This was the first time I had witnessed the power to make real what is true. Thank you.
Would anyone else like to say anything, or shall we end with a moment of silence and invocation? Okay. So we have 1 minute silence, and we invoke Sri Aurobindo and the Mother and their divine presence to guide us and to lead us and to guide the world and its events and to bring about the truth and the true world and to manifest what is there hidden. Thank you and good day.